Hi, creative friends. This is Soraya, and thank you so much for being here. So I am so happy with this, you guys, and I really didn't do a whole lot. I just put some collage down. So I just realized that in my last video, there was a lot of oohing and eyeing and not a lot of explaining things. I have been diving into collage in a really deep and meaningful way because in many respects, collage is a gateway into the subconscious. But what I'm going to do is I am going to break this part of collage and the meanings, etc., into two different videos because I'm still exploring the whole unconscious, the collective unconscious, the Jungian psychology. I'm still writing about it and exploring it and delving into deeper and deeper layers in my art and in my studio log. So in this video, what I am going to do is I am going to talk about 5 very real ways that collage helps us to express our art in new ways, in different ways than paint does. So I will make another video about the Jungian, Dr. Clarissa Pinkola SDs, delving into our subconscious. That's going to be another video. But for this one, I just want to talk about the very practical ways that we can use collage that help us convey our stories. There's going to be probably a little bit of oohing and eyeing, but I'm going to stick to my points. I have some things written and pinned up on the window, but I'm just going to bring this up closer. So as you can see, I didn't do much. I just put down some collage. I might have added, a little bit of Stabilo and my Liquitex ink, but I am just so in love with it. And this is the magic of collage. So one of the things about collage is that it is so rich with symbolic potential because it combines images, materials, it has texture, patterns, text, language. You can combine different languages. You can use English and Japanese, or you can use different scripts from, say, a poetry book. And you can combine them in ways that communicate beyond their literal meaning. And I'm just gonna pull out my Healing Ancestral Trauma art journal over here. And this is one of the ways I have used collage. Not only in this journal, it just became more obvious, but I'm combining my Tamil script with English. Because, this is my mother language that has been lost to me, and I have no idea how to speak it. I can recognize it visually. I can even recognize it by hearing it, but I have no idea what it means. And that's my mother tongue. So by me combining, the text of Tamil with English as my only language, I am bringing the symbolic meaning into literal the way I'm working. And by doing that, I am conveying so much. That's history, that's tradition, that's, things that have been lost. So when you use collage, it goes beyond the literal meaning of it. So it's a very, very powerful way of conveying our stories, telling our stories, sharing our stories. So I'm going to work on this, you guys, while I talk. And I think what I'm also going to do, because this is kind of, complicated, I guess. It's got a lot of information. I'm going to write it all down and post it in my in the section of my YouTube video where I can post pictures and write. So I will do that probably by the end of today. So anyways, let me see here what I want to do, and then I will talk while I work, which may be a little bit kind of confusing, but I'll try to do the best I can. Anyways, so point number 1 is fragmentation reflects complexity. So collage literally brings together fragments. So you can take bits of photos, junk mail, papers, text, textures, and just like life itself, it reflects the complexities of many experiences, your memories, your identities, etc. We get all of those things from a wide range of things. Like you can, get your identity from being an artist, from being a mom, from being, this, that, and the other. It's like taking all little bits and pieces and you're putting it together to make a whole. And symbolically, it speaks to the multifaceted nature of the human experience. It shows that meaning can emerge from seemingly disjointed parts. So things that seem like they don't even relate to each other, when you put them together, you can see the way that they fit in. Like I can, in terms of my identity, like there's so many different parts of my identity. I am an immigrant. I am an artist. I'm a mom. I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. So, collage can mirror that very complex way that we form ourselves, really. So the second point is that juxtaposition creates new meaning. So by placing unrelated images side by side, you can create tension, irony, curiosity, unexpected associations. So just say, for example, you put a flower next to a broken clock. Well, that can symbolize the passage of time, the fleeting nature of beauty. It can, it can symbolize like so many different things, and that's probably going to be the person who's looking at it. They can interpret it in however way they want. The third point is that layering mirrors memory and time. So layers in collage can evoke depth, history, accumulation, much like memories. So our memories are multi-layered, our dreams are multi-layered, our associations, our identities even. There's so many layers. It's like an onion, It's not like a one size fits all, very straight, linear kind of a thing. And collage is just perfect for conveying that. So symbolically, collage tells us that the present is built from the past, and meaning can exist across time simultaneously. Like I said, it's not a linear thing. And I think that this is one of the most powerful ways of the way I use collage is just to access parts of my identity, my memories, my way of being, like who I am. Collage can help me not only convey that, but it can help me discover and explore that within myself. So yeah, collage is just so powerful in that way. So the fourth point is that, ooh, you guys, I just want to show you guys this. Ooh, like look at this. I don't know if the camera can pick up on that, but look at that color. Like I just make some of my Luminous Opera by Holbein with the Liquitex acrylic burnt sienna ink, and I just got this like really delicious, luscious color field. And usually what I do is I like mixing it with alizarin crimson, but I'm just loving this pink here. So I did warn you guys there was going to be a little bit of oohing and eyeing going on. So the fourth point is that assemblage as identity and expression. Collage allows us to piece together fragments of cultures, time, media, language, personal stories, and it can represent self-construction and show how identity is formed from many influences and experiences. So kind of like what I was showing you in my Healing Ancestral Trauma art journal, even though I don't speak the language, which is my mother tongue of Tamil, it constructs a part of my identity that, maybe people are not going to see. Maybe I didn't even see it for the longest time. But, collage is just such a beautiful perfect vehicle to convey and explore that. So number 5, the unexpected speaks subconsciously. So collage communicates beyond words because it's non-linear. It's often abstract, and combinations can trigger intuition, emotion, subconscious connections, and symbolically, this reminds us that meaning isn't always logical or linear. The psyche interprets symbols and metaphors and associations naturally and intuitively, and working with collage, it lends itself to working in a very intuitive way. And actually, a really good exercise to do is to get magazines and just look through magazines. Not even like working in an artistic or art journaly type of way, but just getting an old book and just getting a whole bunch of magazines and just picking images that appeal to you, and just really lean into your intuition. Like, don't even ask yourself, like, why am I combining these elements? But just lean into your intuition. Does this feel right? Does this, give me a sense of these things fit together? And just work that way. That allows us, working with collage allows us to work from a place of intuition rather than a logic. So you guys, this is not a this is not a what's the word I'm looking for? Cohesive list of all the ways that collage helps us practically in our art. This is just like 5 strong points that came up for me now. I am exploring this. I'm doing a deep dive into it. And what I'm also exploring now, these are practical ways, but I'm exploring the symbolic Jungian, Dr. Estes kind of approach of how working in this way with collage can help us get to those deeper layers of our shadow selves, etc. So I'm gonna probably make another video where I kind of try to put those points together, but I'm still exploring that like within myself, so it's not going to be clear like if I had to make a video right now. But I am working on it, and I'm just diving into collage, you guys. I've always loved collage, but I'm just looking at it in new and exciting ways. Like, it's just really appealing to me. And like, look at this, you guys. I didn't do a whole lot. I really did not. This is my handmade collage from an old composition notebook. This is my handmade collage. This is like, pieces of this and that, junk journal, dictionary pages, whatever, tea soaked, just goodness. But I didn't do a whole lot, but I am really, really loving it. And this is on Bristol, or no, this is not Bristol paper. This is my Fabriano sketchbook. But if I was gonna do this in an art journal, like, I could totally see myself coming in here and just writing on it and just really just making this like my own in just a very intuitive, rich, symbolic way. So I'm so excited for just diving deeper into collage, you guys. Anyways, I'm just rambling on now. But if you've watched the video all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.